I tell you, I had a... oh god. Hang on. Okay, here we go. I had a hell of a time getting this thing to work this time. I'm gonna turn myself down. Ugh. Hang on. Just wanna move this up. There we go. Let's continue. Last time we found a body. Now we're gonna figure out who done it. Ah, you're awake. Finally. Are you okay? Now it's not time for sleeping. Get your ass up. Huh? You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well,
It's no surprise considering what happened. What happened? Hey, are you okay? So, it wasn't a dream. What I saw, it was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. Deep dark despair worked its way through my body, then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka... If Sayaka is...
just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
What?
Listen to us, man. What do you think's gonna happen if you go out there? What good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? My friend Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she really was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be honest? Obvious? Monokuma told us to all come here. Well, hold on, don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But
So,
I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why shouldn't we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
I would never do that. You can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
listen up.
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times 1 rule.
But
Then who did it? Who killed her?
Come on.
You already know the answer. What's the Bear Times 1 rule? The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka. Don't be stupid, that's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys look like you're about to see a dove get shot from up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began?
Yoo-hoo!
One of you decided to kill Sayaka so you can graduate. Someone's just following the rules. Since there's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
wrong.
Nope, sorry. one of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone. It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. What if one of us really did kill her? That person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave. I love his laugh. I'll give him that.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's 'cause naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can't just kill someone and waltz out of here?
Hey,
You're
come
super
on
naive.
now.
Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding the graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then perhaps...
You are referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the blackened that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words,
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone. You gotta actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. Hey Sage, how's it going? Welcome to the stream.
Yoo-hoo!
So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? I'm worried I'm talking too loud, acting as this character. Once we get to the trial, everything will be voice acted, so that would give me a break for a little bit. Yep, it'll begin in a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote.
Yay, democracy!
If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Well...
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? How to swim in the pool? Ooh, nighttime nighttime swimming. That's so cool. Ooh, cinnamon buns. Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution. Yo, I should see if there's a can of those cinnamon rolls left in the fridge. Execution?
What?
And by execution, you mean...
Execution is execution. Execution! electric chair. Poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
So to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right away, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, the rest of us get executed?
Well,
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system. Or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. Judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Because let me add the rules I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. I read that wrong. A little bit. It's fine though.
Hey,
Wait, hold on a second.
The hell are you talking about?
You're freaking insane, you know that?
huh?
Hmm?
What the?
A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone?
What?
What? Are you saying you're not gonna participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
What the hell are you talking about?
Alright, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Say whatever you want, I'm not gonna be a part of this.
I
Don't be so
believe
selfish!
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Kill whatever you want. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. You will stand before me. I'm trembling with fear.
Shing!
But I won't give in to such evil. My style to stick it out and resist till the very end. I feel like I'm being too loud and waking everybody up. Ooh, turkey sandwich. Watching them Ultraman. Ooh, that's cool. Hey Kaz, welcome to the stream. How are you? If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. He said that he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then... Ah!
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you?
Huh?
Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed.
This is
School regulation.
This is a scene.
I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help to me, godly spear, Gungnir.
Uh-oh. Napped too early, got a 8 a.m. class from teaching. Ooh. Yep, there's no coming back from this. I hope you can stay awake for your class, Kaz, because that's really early. That's actually it must be really early where you are now.
This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
Oh, she's pointy. She became a porcupine. Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the? I don't... This can't be real. Yeah, I'm not voicing that.
Well now.
Now I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know. But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. Ah, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am.
Also, let me know if the volume's good. It's still, like, pretty loud for me.
Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, If you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Junko's body has been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It's the first time I'd ever seen the moment that someone's life came to an end. Nobody there would deny what they'd seen. Junko, who just until a second ago had been her friend, is dead. She died. She'd been murdered. Simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Hey,
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. And just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. Just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. The perspective of this shot, the floor is so long. This isn't some superhero comic. So it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality!
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in a prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill us this entire time.
say what?
Kill us this entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? I think I wanted to waste time this whole time.
Damn it.
Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the blessing. This little file has all the information I gathered about the death in question. I'd like to call it...
The Monokuma File!
Sounds like a true crime show. I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts on this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with the corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then,
Wait, so then, you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decisions. That's somehow comforting.
Well,
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. Bye. Such a deadly little thing and such a cute, easily kickable package. And marketable plushie sized. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. We should probably, put a blanket over her for now. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. Ooh, yum. Really want some chicken. But there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. Now, if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, in even such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey,
Now is no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
In other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. You decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
What the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Celeste does have a point, though. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell I'm letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it. Let's do this. Just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they were right. We just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. That's what it takes to survive. That's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out. But still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Alright, so what are we doing that first?
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can have Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
what?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in the position to destroy all of the evidence you want. Fuck you!
So then.
Fine, then I'll stay on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op base defense with the two of them. But their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Alright, so what are we doing? Who am I talking to first? Do I just leave?
just a second.
Hold on. Huh? Before we begin the investigation, isn't there something else we need to discuss? Oh yeah. What?
Anyway,
We're going to find out who the killer is. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here.
oh,
So you finally noticed.
What the crap?
Huh? Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received. And I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. She's right. Then, can it be? All at once, everyone's gaze is turned to me. Hold on a second, you've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. Looking at everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, You think I did it. Okay, so... Wrong button.
What the heck?
How do I...
Just a second. Anyway,
Huh? Don't fuck with.
What the heck?
Gently place my hands up. She really is dead. Was there anything else that's... Okay, yeah, I'm skipping this. I don't know why I even bothered to check. Doesn't... Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Oh, hold on, just... She's dead? That means everything that just happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real?
Let me out of here!
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that?
so then,
Are we done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We have to collect clues and form the foundation. Then we construct an argument and come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
so
well, do I really have to say more?
Actually,
I'd rather you didn't know.
goodbye.
Everyone, pray for good luck. That Kyoko hurried out of the gym. Just like Kyoko, he was gone too. Gone before I realized it. Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? Better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it!
Let me just say right now, whatever son of a bitch did this is right here now, and they're thinking of destroying evidence.
You're fucking dead.
They better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm kinda scared. I'm kinda scared of him. I'm serious. I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
so,
But I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
anyway,
We don't really have to do anything particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is
It was
very
you.
suspicious.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check. Just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. It was pointless. Everyone had already left. My parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why did they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will.
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. Can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka? Guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. Time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests the death took place in the bathroom. Cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was no injury. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Alright. Oh my god, it's not gonna let me teleport? Ah! Oh, now it teleports me. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remains. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. I might reveal something new. Check the room first of all. Oh, right. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. Only I'd heard something. That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know. Well, perhaps this was another Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does it mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. Shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off in parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. Remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. It's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so it must be my room key. If I remember correctly. Ah, that's right. We'll have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. Wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it, or opened it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something? No, that's not possible either. Sayaka wasn't here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer...
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room in the dorms, right? Could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you son of a bitch!
You dirty bastard.
Shit.
Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum. That deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking dead.
So if I ever find that son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo,
That'll all get sorted when the time comes. Okay, different era, but like still. It is kind of funny. This is a replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Oh yeah. Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. It must have been made with something sharp. But how did the sheaths get so scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheaths to be damaged. When you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. Heavy sheaths like this would only get in the way if we could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on it? Huh? Looking at the rent roller, it looks like there was way less than before. So I can see how dirty the room is and decide to clean up it a little. Okay, we're not gonna do anything about that yet. Poker is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine and I haven't had any reason to open it. Can't even imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this.
yo,
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
what?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either then?
What?
Not just me. Nobody's busted out theirs yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way,
None of the guys opened their toolkits yet, cause like, why the hell would we? Should look around here first. Okay. Talk to everybody. Notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Hey, Kyoko? I quietly called out her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing? Isn't it obvious? No, not really. I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen,
"Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I've searched your floor from one corner to the other, and I didn't find a single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim? No, not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mentioned it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Someone have used it too.
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka? Or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? talk to Sakura. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey,
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. The bathroom. And on the other side of the store. Deep breaths, Makoto. No. I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. That thought held me up and supported me. Alright, let's see. Told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's not the time to think like that. Pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where did they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Looks like it came from the kitchen. Oh, sorry. Spoilers. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist was broken. Wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. Something sort of glittery on her wrist too. Right where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... Huh? There's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. Palms are both of her hands are completely spotless, so how come only her left finger? Stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? It's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. Kuro attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom. They inflicted a deadly wound. Looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... Huh? Written in blood were the numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? Okay, yeah, this is all the same. Alright.
It would seem...
Looks like you found it, right, Makoto? Floating numbers? That's most likely Sayaka's dying message. What do you mean by dying message?
So...
It's something the victim writes right before they die, usually as a way to tell people who killed them. But generally, whoever writes it doesn't make it totally obvious. They'll either write it somewhere the killer wouldn't notice, or write it out in code or something. Wow, that's pretty incredible.
Hey.
Have you ever heard of Ellery Queen? Who? Never mind. Alright, let's talk to you again.
It would seem...
I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
You often talk like an inspiring poet. The numbers she wrote, what do they mean? I have no idea what they could possibly mean.
So,
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. She wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her. I mean, she must have wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
well,
Think about it. You're not gonna tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obviously not gonna tell me. You can't expect her to hold your hand! Can't expect Mom to hold your hand through this. Sounds like Kyoko knows what Saika's dying message means, but honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one the door doesn't... but the door doesn't fit the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I was referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. Sure you see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. What the heck? Doorknob is practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? How would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. Well, our bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then, apparently, struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Saika about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is, only you and Saika knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into this.
I see.
And that clears that up. Well, what clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also, I should look into the DVD Saika got. Saika dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what's in that video. On top of that, I'm sure there are other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. They'll even talk to me, that is. Actually, can I look at this real quick? Nope, okay. Huh? That's definitely my room, but the nameplate has Saika's name on it. This is Saika's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. Nameplates on my room and Saika's room were switched. So that effort into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Weird. Hi, Byakuya. Alright, so we should probably check the trash room. There's a sturdy gate there. No way to get past it. It's the end of the line. Trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further.
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
Oh, he's broken. This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further.
I have an idea of who it is. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? Just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had the chance to get started. Since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room.
Here we go.
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. To do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get into the trash room? Only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can throw away things whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So, in other words,
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes black and will graduate unless they are discovered.
so that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey, fatty. Why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway? And I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. That's a big deal.
You...
Liar. I know why you did it.
Is it, like...
You want to dig through all the girls' trash. Looking through, and poking around at it.
There's no way
What are you
to think
talking about?
this in a
All my love
common
is for
sense
2D.
kind of way.
Gross.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you get tired of 2D and turn to...
Completely
I would never get
unforgivable.
tired of 2D. I don't like the way he's breathing. Let's move on.
Give me a break.
How are you totally not embarrassed to say stuff like that? So worried about Hifumi's questionable morality. There's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy on cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up trash to disposing it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to. Oh, we got him. They got him. Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What, so now you want to suddenly join my party? I'm sorry, but you haven't triggered my flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a village or be a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You.
Oh, okay. So easy. So Fumi and I headed down to the trash room. Wouldn't want to fight a boss with the hamster man anyway. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? Well, you know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. What the fuck are you talking about? Whatever, just please hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Ifumi pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi!
Howard, Mr. Naegi.
Without a doubt.
Surely you aren't planning to use this trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along. No. I just wanted to see if the actual killer tried to destroy any evidence or not. The actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world. Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. Good heavens. This guy's exhausting. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. A good 30 feet away from the gate. And, oh, and it's on right now. You see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's pretty simple setup. Press the green button to get it going, and yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Was it a fairy?
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy? Ifumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you said that last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Ah, yes. About that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back into the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has the key to open the gate,
Most
it
suspicious.
should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... That means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece? Like a hunk? A hunk of burning love? Anyway, this looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape, part of a sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, it's definitely got that's definitely blood on the cuff. Which means this is all that's left. This is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. There are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Woo! Oh man, I need more coffee. I'll get in a second. Just stand there, Hifumi, and look pretty. There are shards of broken glass scattered around the front of this incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball. Just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps?
Is that? Do you know what this is? They say you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on a big city street corner. Gaze into it and it'll show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mana girl who was on a quest to find that one guy. I don't get any of the references he's saying. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who does this particular ball belong to? Only one person it could be. It should still be. They should also be in the gym. I'd better go find out for sure. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me?
That's it. I'm sure.
Everyone already knows it. Knows he did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. Sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Let's just leave him in his reverie and just get as far away from him as possible. Alright, this is the next place we gotta check. Oh hey Hina, how's it going? Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh, no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know, but being out in the dining hall helped keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Aha! There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or I better see if anyone knows more about it. It's like the Hina again. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives was missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. The knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it was missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice neat row. So when did you notice one of them disappeared? Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. And you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night. Which proves I didn't take it. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. You know, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people can become good friends and killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Rough. Feels like we got a target on her back. see, did I take the DVD with me? I didn't. Who dares text me at almost 3 in the morning? Yep, the DVD with Saika's name on it. Saika got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder, what did she see? Might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Saika. I need to borrow this DVD. Whoa! Why am I short? Why am I so short? Huh? What the fuck? We'll save the DVD for last. Actually, let me save. Hey, Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shakes her head.
I'm sorry.
I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, couldn't be. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? No, I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. I've gotta break free. Hero, snap out of it. Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Ah! That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed! What the hell?
What the heck?
Only bought it because you guys said it was blessed. Said it was unbreakable. So, how did it break?
What?
Was it actually just made of glass, not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? Said it belongs to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. Said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Dude, when he points out that ball was in the hands of people from different sides of the world and history, yeah, he's bullshitting ya. Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belongs to you. Yeah, that's mine, for sure. Probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have came by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. came out to like be like a million. Oh god. Oh my heart. Oh my heart. Oh god, I can't take it. Oh, Hero, you poor, naive thing. That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you power to control the world. Oh. God damn. No wonder he was held back. His stupidity hurts. Taka, what are you doing out here?
Listen to me.
Do you have a second, Koto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, it just so happens. Wait, no, you might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget it. Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. You're too wound up tight. You're too uptight for jokes. Should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. Sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. Push play and the screen was dark for a few seconds. But then... the image slowly appeared. Looked like some kind of concert. Standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there, along with the friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept. Except that she was dead. Her vision started to blur and darken. And then, that voice I've come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Mizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly, the screen went dark. And then, in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed, even more than that, were the figures of the other girls who all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Oh no. That warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say that even he was able to get to them? That really did happen. Everyone on the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far?
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class Trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Weird. It feels like I should have gotten more information. Red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, that's where I have to go. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me.
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. Then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? Not scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. Raise my voice to try to give myself courage. I turned, trembling with anticipation towards the elevator. She stepped forward. I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, doors closed, and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wondered if this is how Death Row inmates feels when its time finally comes.
Oh,
Rather than that, isn't that more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of our school. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up! We did what we said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. Which also meant it would be easy to transfer their tension and unease onto someone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain on our first case opened. Deadly judgment, deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Yes, I would like to save. Alright, let's see. I want to take a look at the truth bullets. It looks like I got everything. Okay. Is that skills? Okay. So, let me see if I can... Nope, doesn't look like... Okay, so... Let me go get some coffee real quick. I'm not gonna be able to mute my mic, so I'll try to be real quick. Be right back. Y'all, I just checked the fridge. We got cinnamon buns. I know what I'm eating for breakfast. Alright, let's get this started.
Let's begin with a basic explanation. explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Mm-hmm.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Goddamn.
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Yeah, Hifumi.
But what about
Fuck.
that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that about
don't
does
buy
it
it.
for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Alright. About time to begin the debate. To decide who we think is the killer is. Anything I found? Anything I noticed? I have to be ready to speak up about anything. About everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. First non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? You know what? Sure. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any irrelevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. So that's nice of them. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono. Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Nope, I'm gonna have to stop you right there.
That's wrong.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Mm-hmm. Look at those scratches.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow,
Mm-hmm.
this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Okay?
So what was used to kill her?
to her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on.
Not random.
No, that's wrong.
I'm too good at this.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
You didn't even look, did you?
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Hey!
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Kyoko's out here saving our ass. She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Okay, sure. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down, so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. The focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? You did it in secret.
Nobody was the...
Ha!
No, that's wrong.
Take that, Toko!
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives are still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So she definitely saw who did it. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl?
Oh!
And more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear. If there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops. Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't
He
go
knows
to the
what he's
dining
doing.
hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
Oh,
That's right.
hi.
Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
Okay, they're vouching for each other, but why are they dancing around when it comes to, like, us asking... But why does it have to dance around when it comes to us asking who did take the knife?
Stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
Loophole!
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Bum, bum, bum. This person took the knife from the kitchen was... She just said it!
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself!
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Ah, back to square one.
See? He did do it after all.
Shut it!
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? They convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you
Something
talking
was missing
about?
from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
First Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sure. As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce a phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. You use the mouse to aim and press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. Shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. Gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well, good luck, and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. You can just figure out what that something is. Alright, here we go. Ah. Hair!
Now I understand.
Big hair!
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes, and if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true. Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yo, Kyoko is like carrying this whole trial.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
Yes!
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yes. Killer struggled getting to the bathroom. The evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Ding 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 ding. I'm not putting much commentary on this.
What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? and the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Yep, we gotta walk through this bit by bit. Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. Almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? A bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure. From here on out, the number of weak points will start showing up. But no matter how many weak spots there's essentially only one lie to contradict. What I'm trying to say is not all weak points you see are necessarily false. Use the truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you also lower your trust gauge with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to only rely on your own logic to determine which weak points are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright, let's see if we can do this.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door, because Sayaka had locked it.
Nope.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
You don't have to rub it in, man.
That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer convinced the door was locked so they couldn't fuck. Can't read. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime was didn't know was yeah.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then...
then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
I wasn't even trying to tell y'all.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Hey, that's what I said.
Okay, then who did do it?
Who done it?
Sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Oh, god damn it.
What happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
I'm sorry, but Hifumi just like breaks the pacing of this.
Why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
No.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
For serious, for serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you.
You gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
The voice actors like go absolutely hard on this. Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. And the answer is right there. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka could let someone in because shit.
I got it!
Yes.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Same goes for you, Sayaka. That's just the same as before. Wonder if anyone's catching on to who done it and when it went down.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
Unfortunately, this leads to a dead end.
Being scared was a lie.
Oh,
Huh?
maybe not.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just the two of us. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appear.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
And that note, Sayaka wrote it?
but why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh dear. Okay, let's see what you gotta say.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was...
No, it's wrong.
Ha! Gotcha. This music's
Nameplates
bumping.
on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
Only one person. There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. It had to be Sayaka.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
She planned this. Holy shit.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
Sounds about right.
Reminds me, there was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with a fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it!
Yeah.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear.
I hate glitter. It gets everywhere. It gets stuck everywhere. It's hard to get rid of, but it helps us in this case.
Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
I hate that it helps us in this case.
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword right there on her wrist.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. A bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Just like with weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak points to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. Press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Okay. Or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, the logic difficulty is set to kind. Fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well, good luck. Why would you do this to me?
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
No.
No, that's wrong.
Holy shit, I'm too good at this.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Yep.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
That's right. No, wait.
She grabbed the sword
Yes.
to defend herself.
No,
But then
no,
the
you got it
attacked from her
backwards.
too.
You idiot, you got it backwards.
Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and...
No, wait, did he get it right? I wasn't
Sorry,
paying attention.
But I don't think Sayaka used the sword to
Yeah.
defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Part of her body that shows she never used the sword. Oh, her palms. Yes.
You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Wrong. False.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
What the frick?
No, that's not it at all.
Also, sorry about that. Carrion has texted me some a very long whatchamacallit. Oh shit.
I got it.
Long thing, and I'm trying to read it and pay attention to this at the
Sayaka's
same
time
time.
of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Insult,
Guys,
obviously.
goodness.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means... the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
One who damaged the sheath was Sayaka.
the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then...
That's
said
true.
She had this all planned out?
I mean, who would you guys like believe? Who would you guys most likely believe? The regular average Joe or the ultimate pop sensation?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired.
Manipulation!
She launched to attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just
That's
hold on.
right.
That can't be true. Because...
And this is very sad. Watching him try to defend her even after all of this is really sad. Because her manipulation, she worked him, she played him like a goddamn fiddle. I didn't want to believe it when I first played.
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it.
You can wait a few minutes.
Awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
And we ain't even close to figuring it out.
Makoto,
God
right
damn.
now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, There's nothing left. Yes, no, he's giving up too easily. Alright, the dying message. That's our smoking bullet.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Actually, let me,
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die! Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
Still one clue left, I'm sure of it. Okay.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Wrong!
That's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Yes.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Oh my
Dying
god.
message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
No question. Her left index finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it.
Absolutely.
That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure, I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still... What the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now. But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
No, because they're all not numbers. Damn it, it's no use. Just don't know. All these people are sharing the
Rotate
brain
the image
cell.
180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it. Rotate. Rotate.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. It is time to point the finger!
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to
That
rotate the writing
sounded so
180
wrong.
degrees.
That sounded so fucking wrong. I'm sorry.
Turn the message around. It becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What? What the hell are you talking about? It
It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
You were accusing us.
Killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
You were accusing us just a second ago. No rules for me, but not for these shits.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Yeah, it all makes sense now. That thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? I am so glad that they give us so much time for this.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, there must have gotten some of her blood on them.
This music's getting way too loud.
To dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
True.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
If it remains, I gotta end stream soon. When does the I don't know when that. There should be a halfway point coming up.
I got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
I can't take anything you say seriously. There was another way to use the incinerator without being on cleaning duty. This is exactly what proves that Leon is a real killer. I can't take anything Hifumi does seriously. Okay.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to
No, that's wrong. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
Oh my god. I wanna wait until I get to like a halfway point, but actually, yeah, let's wait until we find the halfway point.
Get past the gate. You couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could, if you used this.
Hi, SM. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, heck of a good use of evidence.
What is it? Some kind of glass ball? It's busted.
Well, how are you tonight?
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball,
But how would you use it?
Killer used the glass ball in a certain way. He threw it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Sleepy Danganronpa hyperfixation turning up. I know this game can be really addicting. It's really fun though. Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy?
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Wouldn't be much of a challenge for the killer because he's the ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious.
The irony of this is absolutely hilarious. The talent he had that he despised so much is coming back to bite him.
I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
Obviously, he's the ultimate fanfic creator. He shipped the content.
You still won't admit it? Okay then.
That's a
Makoto,
good one.
go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument. Oh, we're getting to the closing argument already. That's kind of weird. I remember things taking longer. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll be you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. I love how the tutorial ends with good luck and have fun. Alright. Let's see. Sayaka attacks. No! Okay, and then it's this one. She runs into the bathroom. He breaks the door. Wait. No. Okay, yeah, Sayaka writes the message. Sorry, my brain is taking like a while to get through this. I'm getting sleepy. Picks up the roller, starts getting rid of the evidence. Ball. Crystal ball. Balls up. Throws it in there. Throws a shirt in there. So one piece still remained. And that was the smoking gun.
The killer is you!
I like the part where she writes mysterious numbers. That must certainly be some yeah, that's what we all thought.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
I gotta take a moment to say I absolutely love the closing arguments in this game. They're really good. The art style also goes really hard. We good? We good? I just saw the thing said that it was reconnecting. Might be a little bit that skipped over. Sorry about that.
They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
The Wi-Fi connection is a bit weird, but it's good now. Okay, that's good.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
It is way past time for me to end stream, so after this, if I reach a sort of halfway point, I'm gonna end it there and then continue on where we left off.
The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
Damn, this is so good. And it goes.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Impressed by the art team's ability to portray deviousness? Absolutely. It is so good. It goes, the art style goes so hard.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
What evidence is that? I have evidence? First bullet time battle is about to begin. Should I hear more? Sure. Is there no halfway point to this? Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as bullet time battle, aka the BTB, BTW. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements with the right timing. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen to reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches its center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. I remember having trouble with this. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going, and you'll initiate tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll go into a tempo down situation. Tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. Watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At this point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet, like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. Just like before, your influence gauge reaches 0, you'll run out of time, or if you run out of time, you fail. Gotcha. Alright.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it.
Alright.
Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could it have been?
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Alright, time to break a baseball star.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied.
Oh god, I'm bad at this.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it. The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Had to have been his own.
Stupid, stupid.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Oh, we lost him.
Would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
Uh-oh. He's broken.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Yay! Alright, I'm gonna buy so much shit.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Uh-oh. Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch. What the hell was wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step, and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
Kill or be killed. Goddamn.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. When I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth is Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. Cyber Shrooms, hi, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm way past the usual time I eat and stream, and I thought there was a halfway point throughout the trial, but there wasn't one. The one thing that was more important to her, anything else, was her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them, and Sayaka. If Sayaka really wanted to frame Makoto, she wouldn't have written down Leon's name. That last-minute decision was to protect Makoto, not herself. Well, To be fair, she wanted him to go down for her crime, not somebody else's. doing out pretty alright. Fueling my semi and then starting work. Awesome. I mean, even if some things weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her. That's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try to kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but on the inside, she's descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand. I really do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
Singer as I was, Kyoko launched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. Ah, that was a close one. Thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. But I just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the crash trial, Blackened, the Kawada, will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Uh-oh.
You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? Not the ball toss game? Oh, it's coming. After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, you understand? Can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. Say what? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. You shouldn't be fighting each other. You should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. Uh-oh, did you awaken your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Oh, I hate that you're right. God damn it. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
Hey, come on.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay for the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Oh, here it comes. Oh, there's a little bit of lag. I'm very sorry about that. One of the coolest animated deaths in the game. If I have to pick a favorite, I have to pick the one that comes later on. What we saw. That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woo! Extreme! What's going on?
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? Just can't take it.
Well?
If you don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut ties with the outside world, except living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear.
Well,
Why are you putting upstanding young citizen like me through such grueling ordeal?
Hey,
Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think that's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
Piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up to the wrong tree. What happened? Happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? I'm sure you'll learn the mysteries of the school. I'm sure once you learn the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun stuff for later. Siri, get out of here! Fuck you, Siri. Just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by the nightmare turned reality. Man, this bear is a bomb. Literally. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case for yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? Thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That fact you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that was it.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure if she could kill someone or deceive you. That's why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. Could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. Carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. She said that. She revealed the small smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well. I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. You used her line! We're down to 12. Yay! We got an item. Alright, so. And here's a save point. Finally, right? So, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. So thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if y'all want to. And I'll see you next time. Bye! Aw, man, it's almost 5 for me. I gotta hit the sack.